up, y'all? This is Rose Black. This is gonna be part 2 of how I got a bad trip when I was high. Okay, this is a whole nother day. This is gonna be a whole nother day. It's not the same day. Okay? So basically, so my homie Magic and Jaden had came over to hang out and stuff. Jaden lives in Chicago and me and Magic weren't really talking like that. So I felt like, me personally, I felt like this was like a perfect opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, smoke. Because it's like, we don't hang out like that, you know what I'm saying? So basically, me, him, my mom, and my uncle were all outside, rolling up, ready to smoke, right? Basically passing it around, talking, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't know why I did this, but for some reason it felt like I had to prove a point or something. I'm stupid, bro. What I basically did was I was smoking it up, right? I was smoking, and then I decided to, for some reason, hold back my high, that was a terrible idea. That was a bad idea. When I did that, basically, I feel like, honestly, that's what triggered it that day. Because when I was doing that, I was holding back my laugh, and as soon as I was holding back my laugh and looked at everybody, boom. That same motion that I had showed y'all on part 1. Go watch part 1 if you haven't seen it. Basically, that same frame by frame motion. It wasn't flowing no more. It started looking like not pixelated, but slow motion. I'm just gonna use the term slow motion. Everything was more so. It seemed like time was a little different compared to the first time that it happened. In this time, basically, it was like, it was in slow motion, but it was also going in regular speed. It looked honestly cartoony. It looked really cartoony, honestly. And the duration of how long it was. Last time, to me, it felt like 45 minutes, like I was skipping through time. Like, it looked like frame by frame, but it was skipping through time with the first part. With this, with this one that I was telling y'all right now, this one to me felt like 6 hours. It felt like 45 minutes for them. They said it lasted 45 minutes. Yeah. Time is entirely different when I get into that state. My whole perception of time is completely different compared to other people's perception of time when they witness it. I felt myself getting like this, and I was all familiar with this junk. So what I had did was I went to the room. Laid on the bed, and put my face in the bed. Everybody looking at me like, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Coming to comfort me and see what was wrong with me. But I was trying to ignore all of them because I knew exactly what it was. I wouldn't say I was prepared this time, but I was trying to stay away from people because I remembered it was all familiar to me. I remembered exactly what this was. Okay? So, when this happened, I heard them calling on the phone, calling my auntie on the phone, panicking. Basically, I remember them all rubbing on my shoulder. Oh, you should have never smoked. Y'all should have never let him smoke. Once again, and they mostly called me stupid for even trying to attempt to smoke. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, after that, my uncle basically wanted to take me outside to talk with me. This is when it all gets weird. Okay? My uncle basically wanted to take me outside to talk to me, right? Basically, long story short, while we were out there, it was like, man, I was doing the most random junk again. Man. I was singing, thinking I was Michael Jackson, thinking I was an alien. I was over here, I was singing the whole time. Keep that in mind. I was singing and rapping and making these weird noises the entire time. I remember us walking down the hallway. I was hearing click clack chains, almost like it was like a handcuffs for me to go to prison. I was over here talking about white people were right. I was over here talking about What else did I say? I thought death was the key to get me out in this one too. No, in the other one I thought I was dead. This one I thought death was the key to get me out of this state. So I was over here looking at pools to drown myself in, man. I was, what else did I do? I was trying to jump off of high buildings, man. I mean, jump off of high stairways. Because this is an apartment, so it was like upstairs, downstairs. I was thinking about jumping off the stairs. And I even remember one time when my girl said she was going on a walk, so she wasn't even in there. And I had seen her, I thought I seen her on the swings, but she said she was never on the swings. I remember thinking I seen the girls walking up to me, but they were never outside. Everything was distorted once again. So with all that being said, while everything is distorted, me and Uncle was talking and walking. I ain't gonna lie, he looked like a predator. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah. So basically, after that, I heard police sirens again. I thought I was in some movie scene for a minute too. I thought I was in a real crazy movie scene. I remember us eventually going up to that girl who was on the swings. Everything about her was different. She didn't look like my girl at all at that point. She looked like it was an old woman. For some reason, I started like looking at her with a crazy smile, trying to grab her, bro. On some weird junk, yeah. She looked at me like, man, what is wrong with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you doing, bro? Uncle had to push me back off her, obviously. I was the only person who had me in check. Cause, boy, if he wasn't there, she probably would have called the cops on me and keep it a buck. But anyway, after that, my girl ended up seeing me. You know what I'm saying? She ended up seeing me. When she seen me, she had walked upstairs, you know what I'm saying, real, almost scared, because you know what I'm saying? This is before I met her, and I had told her about the first one. She said she believed me, but I don't think she did. It was more so of, you gotta really see it to believe it. People can say they believe you, but if they didn't actually go through it and witness it, they not gonna 100% believe you. That's with anybody. They'll say they'll believe you, but they gotta get first-hand reaction to it. You feel what I'm saying? So she seen me kind of like cautious to walk up to me, but she still did. You could tell at least I could tell she really was trying to genuinely see if I was okay, but she was also scared to walk up to me. So she was walking up the stairs. She asked me, you know what I'm saying, are you okay? Is everything good? Give me a hug, you know what I'm saying? Saying things to try to calm me down. We kissed too. What happened? After that, we had ended up going back in the house after all of this weird junk. It looked like, man, while I was out there, it really looked like Jim Carrey's, what's that movie? The Truman Show. That's what it felt like. It felt like everything was fake. Once again, it felt like everything was a scripted, fake play. That's what it felt like. But anyway, while we was out there and I was tripping out, we went back into the house. He took me on the porch and we was talking again. When he was talking to me, it felt weird. It felt like he was talking to me about some real stuff and about how we can sometimes be very powerful for people. Kind of like how Granddad was talking to me about the same thing. Some people can't handle it, but he was more so on a, you know what I'm saying, more so on a more logical standpoint. Granddad, it was logical, but his was more so of like a lecture. Granddad was almost like, you know what I'm saying, checking me. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, when he was lecturing me about this stuff, when I was looking at him, man, he looked weird to me too. It looked like he was shape-shifting. Like he was turning into a man or a woman. He looked like he was turning into an alien. He looked like a spiritual being. Like he didn't look like himself. He started molding and shifting and, you know what I'm saying, changing forms while he was talking to me. So, Uncle, if you ever watched this, that's probably why I was looking at you like that. Everything I said in this video, that's why I was looking at you like that. Okay. But anyway, after that, we Yeah, I went into the room. I went into the room and laid in the bed with my girl. My homie was still there, but Magic had left. Magic thought I was a crackhead. He thought I was tripping. Man thought I was... He was scared, but it was like, man, what the heck is going on with you? He always used to make a joke out of everything. But anyway, after that, I was in the bed. Jaden was right there too, asking me if I'm okay and junk. Was making jokes and junk. I was calling him Red Shirt God, man. Well, yeah, I was calling him ugly as crap, obviously. And then I was also saying, that man was my greatest competition. That man is probably the villain of my story. I think it was a certain point in time where I said that man was right too. And then after that, I had looked at that nigga and said, God was real. And I really felt like I was going through my own little personal hell. Real talk. It's almost like when I'm in that state, truthfully, this is what it feels like. It feels like I'm literally trying to find any escape route in order to get out. Find anything possible to do in order to get out. So for those who like see me like that, the way time moves and the way things are is like the way, I guess the fact that I'm such an overthinker. If that really is how it is, man, dude, maybe my mind can't handle it or something like that. I don't know.